Could the 2024 U.S. presidential election be the most unpredictable yet? As we stand on the precipice of a new chapter in American politics, it's crucial to get a grip on the ever-changing landscape. From understanding the potential candidates and their campaign strategies to deciphering the key demographics, every piece of the puzzle matters. Unforeseen variables, recent political events, they all add a layer of complexity to an already intricate game. So, are you ready to unravel the mysteries of the upcoming election? Let's dive into the potential candidates and their strategies. Potential candidates are already making waves. As we inch closer to the 2024 presidential election, the political landscape is buzzing with anticipation. From the Democratic camp, we have a spectrum of leaders who have made their mark in various political arenas. At one end, we have the seasoned politician with decades of experience under their belt, a stalwart who has navigated the complex corridors of power with ease and finesse. This candidate's key platform revolves around social justice, climate change, and healthcare reform. A proven track record and a wealth of experience make them a formidable contender. On the other end, we have a relative newcomer, a fresh face with progressive ideas that challenge the status quo. Their key platform focuses on universal basic income, student debt cancellation, and a comprehensive immigration reform. Their bold proposals and youthful energy have already garnered a significant following, especially among younger voters. Switching gears to the Republican camp, we see a similar dynamic at play. One potential candidate is a political veteran who champions conservative values, economic deregulation, and a strong national defense. Their experience and deep understanding of the political landscape offer a sense of stability and continuity. In contrast, we have an outsider, a charismatic figure with a populist appeal. Their key platform centers around tax cuts, deregulation, and a hardline stance on immigration. Their unconventional approach and ability to connect with everyday Americans have created a wave of support, particularly in the rural heartlands. These candidates, with their diverse backgrounds and distinct platforms, are shaping the narrative of the 2024 election. They are pushing boundaries, challenging traditional norms, and sparking conversations on a variety of issues. From social justice to economic policy, from climate change to immigration, their contrasting perspectives and strategies are set to make this election a fascinating contest. These candidates bring diverse perspectives and strategies to the 2024 election. Scene script. Campaign strategies are more than just speeches and handshakes. They're a complex web of tactics, carefully crafted to resonate with specific groups of voters. To understand the potential strategies of our candidates, we need to examine their proposed policies, their communication styles, and their track records. Let's start with proposed policies. These are the promises candidates make to their potential voters. They paint a picture of the future they aim to create, and they're designed to appeal to certain demographics. For instance, a candidate might focus on affordable healthcare to reach out to lower-income households, or emphasize climate change to appeal to younger, environmentally conscious voters. Communication styles, on the other hand, are about how candidates deliver their messages. Some opt for a more formal approach, using speeches and debates to articulate their positions. Others may lean towards a more casual style, using social media to connect with their audience on a more personal level. This approach can be particularly effective in appealing to the younger generation, who often feel more connected to politicians who use the same platforms they do. Lastly, a candidate's track record is a powerful tool in building trust with voters. It gives an indication of what they've achieved in the past, and by extension, what they could achieve in the future. A candidate with a history of successful policy implementation, for instance, is likely to appeal to voters who value experience and proven leadership. In the light of recent political events, these strategies may need to evolve. Candidates will have to demonstrate how they plan to address pressing issues such as economic recovery, social justice, and global relations, all while navigating the changing landscape of American politics. But remember, a campaign strategy isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a delicate balance between appealing to as many voters as possible while staying true to the candidate's principles and vision. These strategies will undoubtedly play a significant role in the outcome of the election. Demographics play a powerful role in any election. As we delve into the key demographics for the 2024 election, it's important to remember that these groups are not just statistics, but real people whose lives are shaped by the policies and decisions of those in power. The demographics we'll discuss today, such as age, race, and socioeconomic status, are crucial in understanding potential voting behavior and the campaign strategies that candidates may adopt. Let's start with age. The Millennial and Generation Z cohorts are becoming an increasingly powerful force in the voting landscape. These younger voters, with their progressive leanings and digital nativity, could be the kingmakers in 2024. Candidates who can effectively engage with these voters through social media and address their concerns about climate change, student debt, and affordable housing stand to gain a significant advantage. In contrast, the silent and baby boomer generations, traditionally more conservative, continue to be a significant voting bloc. Their concerns around healthcare, social security, and conservative values may influence candidates to adopt more traditional campaign strategies. Next, let's consider race. The growing diversity of the American electorate is reshaping the political landscape. The Hispanic and Asian American populations are the fastest growing demographic groups, and their concerns around immigration, education, and economic opportunity cannot be ignored. Similarly, the African American community, historically a reliable voting bloc for the Democratic Party, continues to have a decisive role in electoral outcomes. Finally, socioeconomic status is a key indicator of voting trends. The working class, often hit hardest by economic downturns, are looking for candidates that prioritize job creation and wage growth. On the other hand, the affluent voters are likely to favor candidates who support economic stability and tax policies that benefit them. Understanding these demographics and their motivations is not just a matter of electoral strategy. It's a reflection of the diverse voices that make up the United States. It's a reminder that behind every vote is a story, a hope, a dream, a fear. Understanding these demographics will be crucial to predicting the election's outcome. Politics is never static. It's a living, breathing entity, swaying and bending under the weight of recent events. And these events, like the ripples on a pond, can touch every corner of the political landscape, influencing the 2024 presidential race in ways we may not fully grasp yet. Let's consider some of these recent events. The economic downturn of the past year, for instance, has laid bare the stark inequalities in our society. It has the potential to shift the political discourse towards issues such as wealth distribution, job security, and social safety nets. This could favor candidates who have a strong track record in economic reform and social justice. Similarly, the ongoing climate crisis and the widespread protests for environmental justice are pushing green policies to the forefront of political discourse. Candidates with a clear and ambitious environmental agenda may find themselves garnering more support, particularly from younger, more environmentally conscious demographics. But it's not just the candidates who are influenced by these events. Campaign strategies, too, have to adapt. The pandemic has accelerated the shift towards digital campaigning, with social media, virtual town halls, and online fundraising becoming the new norm. Candidates who can effectively leverage these platforms will have an edge. Moreover, these events have also highlighted the importance of science and expertise in policymaking, potentially influencing key demographics. The educated urban voters who value evidence-based policies may lean towards candidates who champion science and expertise. The racial justice movements have also left an indelible mark. They have spotlighted systemic racism and inequality, making them key election issues. Candidates who can address these issues convincingly may be able to mobilize a significant voter base, particularly among the minority demographics. And let's not forget the geopolitical events. The escalating tensions with other nations could redefine foreign policy as a key election issue. This could sway voters towards candidates with a strong and clear stance on international relations. In conclusion, the recent political events are not just a backdrop against which the 2024 election will play out. They are active players influencing the candidates, their strategies, and the voters. These events could dramatically shake up the 2024 election. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is shaping up to be one for the books. As we have seen, the potential candidates are already making waves, each with unique strengths, perspectives, and plans for the future of this country. The campaign strategies they employ are evolving, taking into account modern technologies, social media, and the changing political landscape. These strategies are not just about persuasion. They're about engaging with voters on a deeper level, creating dialogues that resonate. The key demographics in this election are as diverse as the United States itself. Age, ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic status, and geographical location, all these factors are playing crucial roles in shaping the political landscape. The candidates are aware of this and are tailoring their messages to appeal to these different groups. Recent political events have left an indelible mark on the psyche of the nation. The ripple effects of these events are likely to influence voter behavior, campaign strategies, and ultimately, the outcome of the election. The candidates, their teams, and the voters are all navigating these turbulent waters, trying to make sense of the past while looking towards the future. It's a dynamic, constantly changing scenario with the potential to redefine the contours of American politics. As the race heats up, it's clear that the stakes are high, and the choices made by voters will have far-reaching impacts. No matter the outcome, the 2024 election will undeniably leave a lasting impact on American politics.